So welcome to the Living Well series, Get to Know Your City. Keeping your mind and body active and engaged is important. Plano Public Library is pleased to partner with several organizations with resources to assist you. Along with opportunities to learn something new at the library, these Living Well programs will connect you with information, programs, and services to assist you in getting the most out of life. Today, you'll learn about programs for your safety and well-being offered by the City of Plano's Neighborhood Services, 911, Fire Rescue, and Police Departments. And our presenters today are Stephanie Peacock with Neighborhood Services, Susan Rodriguez with 911, Captain Michael Carr with Fire and Rescue, and Officer Chris Bienes with the Police Department. Thank you so much for being here today with us. And let's get started. Stephanie.
Thank you, Bethany. I'm Stephanie Peacock with Neighborhood Services. I'm the Neighborhood Outreach Coordinator here with the City of Plano, and I'm excited to be with you today. Here in Neighborhood Services, we have a vision that Plano neighborhoods will be the most desirable neighborhoods in the nation. We work to achieve that by connecting community needs with community resources. And our motivation, our why that gets us up each and every day is to create hope and propel positive change so that people are proud to call Plano home. We have 4 divisions within our department: the Best Neighborhoods Division, that's where I work, Community Services Division, Property Standards Division, and an Administrative Division. We help meet the needs of residents through our incredible volunteer base of residents, civic organizations, faith-based groups, and business volunteers. Here's just a few photos of our volunteer-powered program. You might recognize some: Love Where You Live, Plano Cares, and our annual point in time count, which is part of our homeless outreach. Love Where You Live. This is a program you may be familiar with. We choose a mature neighborhood in Plano each year. We spend a year there working with the community. We have educational workshops based on what Plano residents want. We help their leaders through block parties and movie nights. And then we partner with volunteers to do minor home repair, community cleanup, exterior landscaping. If you happen to live in Village Creek, that is where we are this year. So be on the lookout for yard signs, postcards. If you receive those things, we would love to see you at an event. If you'd like to volunteer, we'd love to have your help in Village Creek this year. Here's an example of Love Where You Live before and after. You see the before here and the after. There's a big significant difference in the curb appeal of that home. And we have 2 service days coming up this year. Plano Cares is another volunteer-powered program. I mentioned that we have a property standards division here in Neighborhood Services. Sometimes a resident receives a property standards violation that, due to age or finances or physical hardship, they are unable to resolve that code violation on their own. That's where Plano Cares steps in. It's a group of volunteers. We connect those volunteers to Plano residents who need help resolving their code violations. That is something that happens second Saturday of each month. It runs March through November. We also outreach to residents and community partners. We have a lot of resources that we are happy to share with you. If you belong to a neighborhood group, your neighborhood group can get registered, get on the map, y'all, and that opens up a ton of tools that you can use within your neighborhood. If you are a neighborhood leader or an aspiring neighborhood leader, we have lots of workshops and mentorships opportunities. We'd love to walk alongside you and really guide you in your leadership. Our property standards group hosts property maintenance workshops. These are full of tips and tricks for how to best care for your home. And then we also do first-time home buyer education. We partner with residents, neighborhood groups, and organizations to take action and achieve greater impact in the community. Do you belong to a neighborhood group? If you do, then these tools are accessible to you if you get registered with us. If you live in a community that doesn't yet have a neighborhood group, we would love to help you get one started. You can reach out to us and we can help you get going on that. Some of our partnerships with neighborhood groups include our pop-up block party trailer. You'll see that trailer back there. It has absolutely everything you need to gather your neighbors and have a fantastic party. It includes tables, chairs, ice chests, tons of games, cones to help mark off your space and keep it safe. We can also assist you with street closures the day of your party. If you live in a registered neighborhood, you can have access to that once a year. And then on the other side there, you see our pop-up theater. Registered neighborhoods can reserve that 2 times a year, and it has everything you need to host an outdoor movie night. You could even set it up and have it be an outdoor video game night or trivia night. We also partner with neighborhood groups through grants. We have the Neighborhood Vitality and Beautification Grant. This is up to $20,000 per year. It's right now accessible in 2 different grant cycles of up to $10,000. It is a matching grant, but neighborhoods can reach that match through either cash, in-kind donations, or through volunteer hours. This is open to registered neighborhood groups across Plano. We also have what we call our Neighborhood Engagement Mini Grant. This is up to $500, no match required. And this is for projects to help strengthen your neighborhood engagement. We've had groups use this towards welcome baskets, for printing signs to remind people that there are meetings. You can use it to print flyers, to help with the cost of getting a neighborhood group website started. Lots of ways to use that. We also partner with residents. If you live in an older Plano home, you might be interested in participating in the Great Update Rebate. That is up to $5,000 in a rebate. It is for single-family homes, duplexes, townhouses, and condominiums. The house must be older than 35 years or older. Any occupancy qualifies. It can be owner or tenant occupied. There are some appraisal restrictions on there, but if you are looking to do improvements in your older Plano home, this is a great opportunity. We would love to speak with you about this and see if we could help you. Here's an example, a couple of examples of how this rebate has been used. Both interior and exterior projects qualify. So you'll see this resident here put it towards a brand new fence. And then you see that beautiful kitchen remodel on the other side there. We also have funds available for Plano residents who are 62 years of age or older, or Plano residents with a documented disability. This is our mobility aid program. We have funds that are up to $5,000 per household to help you purchase and install items to help you age in place. So that includes ADA compliant commodes, bathroom grab bars, wall-mounted foldable showers or tub seats. Perhaps you need a concrete entry ramp poured to access your home. We have funds available for that. You would need to get that process started by calling. That number's right there, but it's 972-208-8150. And we would be happy to work with you on that. We also partner with residents for emergency repair and housing rehabilitation. Both of these are federally funded programs. There are income qualifications that are required here. But should you find yourself in a situation where you have an emergency repair, maybe your air conditioner went out, water heater, things like of that nature, you can call, speak with someone in our community services division, and they would be happy to talk to you about any options we have that you're eligible for. Housing rehabilitation is where we work And we take a home actually back down to the studs sometimes and completely rebuild it to make sure that Plano residents are living in homes that are safe and healthy for them. Again, a phone number to our department is the way to inquire about that. If you are a tenant, if you pay rent and you are struggling to pay your rent, we do have a tenant-based rental assistance. We partner with the Texas Muslim Women's Foundation on this program. They administer it for us. If you need help paying your rent, the number to call is 469-277-6272. There are income qualifications on this program, but you could reach out, make the phone call, and see how we can help you. If you are at risk of homelessness, we have a program to help you with that as well. It is also administered by the Texas Muslim Women's Foundation. That is an email to get started. So that is an email address. The email address is 131@tmwf.org. You may be familiar with the Day Labor Center that the City of Plano runs. We established this as a venue, a safe place for contractors and laborers to meet. And at the Day Labor Center, a contractor is anyone who is looking to hire laborers. So that could be you as a Plano resident. The Day Labor Center has between 150 to 350 workers who are at that site seeking work each and every day. Those laborers offer a variety of services. It can be anything from unskilled manual labor to landscaping, restaurant work, cleaning. Many have construction trade backgrounds as well. So if you find yourself in need of labor, the Day Labor Center could be a great place for you to find that. We also have a tool lending program. It is a trailer that you can reserve and we will bring it to you. It is full of more tools than I can even mention, but there's a lawnmower, a weed whacker, there's tree trimming saws, pole saws. We have video tutorials on how to use all of those tools. We do give priority to Plano residents who have a property standards violation that they need to resolve, but this program is open to any and all Plano residents. We enforce City Council adopted codes and ordinances to preserve property values and ensure the health and safety of the community. So as a Plano resident, sometimes you are made aware of a property standards issue that needs to be resolved. How do you do that? Well, the answer is Fix It Plano. There are two ways to access Fix It Plano. One is through the city's website, and one is as an app that you can install on your mobile device. I'm going to click through right here and show you Fix It Plano on the city website. Bear with me while it's loading. The link to Fix It Plano will be in the chat for you to access, but you'll see that it is a pretty straightforward form. You pick the category of the issue that you need to report. So we can click property maintenance, property standards. Let's say that you have spotted accumulated trash or debris. You click that. There are a couple things that are required. You would need to include the address. So we can put in the municipal center here. Your contact information is always optional. If you want to report something anonymously, you're more than welcome to do that. And then a description is required. You would type that here and you would hit submit. The great thing about Fix It Plano is that it is entered into a system that is tracked. There is accountability within the city, and all of those issues that are submitted are followed up. We direct it to the correct department and a city staff person will look into it. You can also download it as a mobile device. I'm going to quickly walk you through what that looks like. If you put that on your smartphone, when you open it up, this is what you will see. If you want to submit a request, you click New Request right here. That will take you to this page where you can select the type of issue you need to report. You'll see it's not just property standards, property maintenance issues. You have access to all different city departments in here. We're going to go ahead and say we have a property maintenance code issue. You'll click there. This is what will show up on your next screen. We're going to say accumulated trash and debris. It will take you to a screen where, again, you'll put in the address for where the issue is located. And then you'll have the opportunity to add a photo showing what the issue is. You are required to add a description, and then you have the option to add contact information if you want to. Again, it can be reported anonymously. We have a couple opportunities to engage with us next month. Our property standards staff is holding an online Q&A session about short-term rentals. That is a hot topic in the city right now. The best way to get signed up for that is to subscribe to our e-newsletter, which we're going to wrap up with how to do that in just a second. You'll see that in the chat. Just briefly, a reminder, our volunteer-powered programs, these are ways that you can help. Love Where You Live, Plano Cares, homeless outreach, care packages, ways that we can help you. We'd be delighted to help you form a neighborhood group in Plano. We can help you grow as a neighborhood leader. Training and property maintenance workshops. We have rebates for your mature Plano home, as well as rental assistance should you need it. And we have funds through our mobility aid program to help you age in place. Last but not least, the best way to connect with us is through our monthly e-newsletter. You can scan this QR code, or there's a link in the chat. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Susan Rodriguez with 911.
Okay. And good morning. Just a second, we're going to make sure we've got our PowerPoint available. I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking the time to be involved in this program and to find out what city services we have. And today, I am going to talk about Smart 911 and also my safety call. These are two really cool, very interesting aspects that we have available through the 911 department. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on in with my safety call. Smart 911. Smart 911 is a fabulous program that allows you to provide information to the 911 center. When you call from a mobile device, what we get is your phone number. If you call from a landline phone, which I know those are few and far between, but as few of us do still have one, we will get a phone number, the name, and the address. But if you're calling from a phone that has linked to a Smart 911 profile, you'll see on the right all the information that we're going to get. We'll get a phone number, we'll get a name, your address, the people who live in your household, photos of your children should you choose to share them, any medical conditions, medications, allergies, rescue notes, which could include a door code or the code to your garage, the locations of the bedrooms, utility shutoffs, your emergency contacts, vehicle descriptions, and the number of pets. And all of those things are very, very important when you are experiencing an emergency. And I happen to know that 80% of all of our 911 calls come in from cell phones, and they don't provide us with exact locations. So if you're in your home or near your home and you were to call 911 with your mobile phone and it's linked to your Smart 911 profile, then that would give us the exact address and we wouldn't have to guess, which is always a wonderful thing. Now, the cool thing about Smart 911 is that it's private and it's secure. They use the same encryption services as your banking institutions. And each individual can create a safety profile, and it provides whatever information that you deem necessary. In my safety profile, I have the medications that I'm allergic to. I have my pets listed in there, my husband, things of that nature. And the cool thing is that it's completely free. It doesn't cost you, the citizens, anything. Now, there are two ways that you can sign up. You can use the app, which is a Smart 911 app, or you can go to smart911.com, and the websites are on the screens for those. It takes about 5 minutes to create a profile, and they will even send you a reminder every 6 months to make sure that your profile is up to date. And then it also helps with the free geo-based weather notifications, which, hello, we're in Texas. We need all the help we can get for weather notifications. And then location aware alerting. So should we have some sort of incident where we needed alerting, you would get a notification on your phone based on your current location as it relates to the incident. And did I mention that this is actually free? Now, signing up, if you're going to use the computer, you just go to smart911.com, and you're going to start with your basic information, your first name, last name, email address, confirm it, and then you're going to pick a user ID and a password, and then a couple of security questions. So easy peasy there. We all know how to do all of that. Now, this is the fun part. You get to decide how much information you give us. You can give us a little bit of information. You can give us a lot of information. And the details can save seconds, and then the seconds save lives when it comes to an emergency. If someone in your home is autistic or nonverbal, that's information that would be wonderful to have for police and fire. If you have medical conditions, again, this is going to assist them. If someone in your home is deaf or hard of hearing, again, great information for us to have. So everything that you put in your profile would be helpful to police and for fire. Now, when you're setting up your profile, this is kind of what it would look like on your end. So you would have your addresses, you can put your home address, all of your phone numbers, so your landlines, your voice over IP lines, and then any pet information. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but police officers and firefighters sometimes have to deal with our pets when they're responding in relation to an emergency. And it's helpful for them to know if your dog Tiny is a 5-pound Chihuahua or your dog Tiny is an 80-pound Rottweiler. So all that information is really, really important. Your household residents, also your emergency contacts. So if something should happen and we need to get a hold of people that can help you after the emergency is taken care of, then your emergency contacts would be visible to us. And also any vehicles or vehicle descriptions. This helps us to know who's supposed to be at the residence. If they see something, a vehicle that's not ordinarily there, then that's going to be something that's helpful for police and fire. Now, what we see on our end, you'll see on the right-hand side. This person who created the profile, they requested SMS because they're deaf, which we have SMS, which is also known as texting. You can put in there a primary language. So if someone in your home doesn't speak English, this gives us the ability to go ahead and connect with a translator very easily and not have to guess what the dialect is. This person also has an advanced directive. So any information that the paramedics would need, if there's a power of attorney in place or a do not resuscitate order, all of those things would be included in that. Description of the person, medications. This person uses an antihistamine. They use a diabetes medication, which they use orally, an immunosuppressant, and insulin. And one of their conditions is that they're deaf and that they suffer from allergies. They're also allergic to bee stings. Again, helpful information. And they have asthma, and they potentially have an allergy, a fatal allergy to bee stings. So that's going to alert that if we're seeing that and somebody's presenting with an allergy, and it could be a bee sting, then it's going to help us to ask the appropriate questions and get the appropriate information to the responders. Now, unknown addresses and location. If you happen to be at someone's house and you don't know what their address is, but they happen to have a landline, and that landline happens to be attached to their smart 911 profile, then it's going to give us an address. And your mobile phones can be linked to specific addresses such as your home, your work, and your school, which is why we recommend everyone who has, who either works, lives, or plays in Plano has a smart 911 profile. So it helps us to be able to know who's calling and where they're calling from. If you're unable to communicate for whatever the reason, whether it's an allergic reaction, a heart attack, a home invasion, where you need to be quiet, information that you provide, again, assists those first responders. And we want to do everything that we can to be able to give them as much information as we possibly can. And we want the information to be accurate, which means you're able to tell us exactly what's in the profile that you choose. And my favorite, medical emergencies. Medical emergencies, you just can't predict them, and anything can happen. So if we know ahead of time that you have a medical condition, then that helps. If we know that you have allergies, I have allergies to certain medications, and I want the fire department to know so that those medications are not administered to me. All right, this is probably my least favorite portion of it, but it's so very helpful. Missing children. Although I hate the topic, I love that Smart 911 is a great way for us to be able to assist police officers in being able to find a missing child. You're able to put a recent photo. You're able to put their most recent physical description and any medical conditions. And I love this because Plano has a lot of events that are outdoor festivals. We just celebrated 4th of July, and occasionally children go missing. And this gives us the ability to push out an actual picture, recent picture of the child to those first responders so that we can help to locate that child even faster. And so this one I just absolutely love. But it also helps us when we know that we have children in our community that, due to a medical condition such as autism, that they may have a tendency to wander off, and they have certain places that they're prone to go. And if you put that information into the profile, then those officers can start looking in those most likely places where that child may be. And again, it's all designed to help the first responders to get the information as quickly as possible, and for us to be able to provide a good possible resolution. You decide what to include. If there's anything that you don't think that we need to know, you just don't include it. And it's only seen if you call 911 in any Smart 911 community. Now, that also means that if you're on vacation and you happen to be vacationing in a Smart 911 community, your profile will work there as well. So you're involved in something, you have an incident while you're on vacation, you call 911, they will get the same profile and the same information. The information is not held by Plano 911. It's held in an off-site facility, which has top-tier security, 24/7 video surveillance, alarms, and again, it's the same encryption technologies used by the leading financial institutions. So your information is going to be safe. Now, Smart 911 is super easy and super fun. But my next topic I want to talk about is My Safety Call. And My Safety Call is a wonderful program that we have available. And what it does is it sends a daily call to check on the person who has signed up for the program. We have their phone number, we have their information, and the phone call goes automatically. It's computerized. And it says, this is your daily "Are you okay?" call. If you're okay, press, and it could be 5. If you don't respond appropriately, which means that you either didn't answer or you didn't press 5 when it asked, then it creates an alert in the 911 center. And then we put in a call for service to have a police officer come and check on you. And this is a fully automated system. We've had at least 4 life saves from this particular program. And it's not just for people who are elderly or living alone, although that is a great alternative, but it's also for people who are on either short or long-term rehabilitation. So it could be that someone is on short-term rehabilitation. Maybe it's a mom who's having triplets and she's on bed rest and her husband has to go to work. He just wants somebody to check on her once during the day. This is the perfect example of that. But it can also be used for people who are elderly or people who live alone, who just want that call just to make sure that everything is okay. Again, this is a free service. It is no cost. It is completely underutilized. And if anyone is interested, you can get information about the program through either the website or you can call the 911 center, not using 911, but 972-941-7900, and they can connect you with one of our coordinators who would be happy to get that information to you. Now, that's all the information that I have on 2 of our really, really amazing programs. And I hope if you have a need that you will sign up for one or both of these programs. And with that, that is the end of my portion. And I'm going to pass this along to Captain Carr. So Captain Carr, you feel free to take it away.
Thank you very much, Ms. Susan. Let me see if I can get my screen up here. Okay. Thank you for allowing us to talk to you all today. Again, my name is Captain Michael Carr with Plano Fire Rescue. I'm here to talk to you about some of the things that we offer here in Plano. To kind of give you a background, we are 425 strong firefighters. We have 13 stations all along the 70 square miles of the city. So kind of talk to you a little bit about our website right now is getting a major overhaul. But we ask that if nothing else, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And our links are at below there at Plano Fire Rescue on both of them. Get you to the same thing, and then follow us for all the events and things that we do. I am the Community Outreach and Education Officer and also the Public Information Officer for the department as well, along with Lieutenant Daniel Daly. So to kind of go through here, like Ms. Susan said, let's see if this thing's going to start. There we go. Reporting and calling 911. Like Ms. Susan said, you have a smart 911 where you can fill out your information. So it'll give them the information that we need en route to kind of help us out with what's going on. When placing a 911 call, always kind of remember the location of where you're calling and trying to take a second to take a deep breath and let them know, because that's the first thing they're going to ask you when you call 911 is where is your emergency? And then after that, then they're going to ask you other questions like your name, your phone number, where you can be reached just in case you're disconnected. If you're at a company, the company name and the suite and the type of emergency that you're having, whether it's a heart attack, somebody fell, there's a wreck, someone ran into the building, active shooter. There's a lot of different things that you could be calling 911 for. So that's kind of the order of when they call or when you call, that's the kind of information you need to give them. Along with Smart 911. And we also have another thing called File for Life that I'll talk more about that here in a minute. That is very beneficial to us as well, along with Smart 911. So if you do have a fire in your home, the one thing that we want you to do is stay calm and evacuate. Do not, if you're in an apartment building or something like that, you can, we ask that if the fire alarm is going off, try and use the stairs if all possible. Do not use the elevators. When you leave the location that you're in, please close the door behind you. If you cannot close the door, or excuse me, if you cannot go downstairs, we ask that you not use the elevator. We ask that you stay in your apartment. If the fire is not in your apartment, obviously, but if it's somewhere else in the building, stay in your home, and keeps the door shut, and go to the window or out on the balcony to get the attention of the firefighters, and they'll come get you. The stairwells, like I said, they're by fire code. They are 2-hour fire rated protected stairwells. So if nothing else, or if the fire is somewhere getting close to you, you can go to the stairwell, stay inside there, make sure the door is closed to that, and the fireman can find you there as well. If you are mobility impaired, keep that in mind. If you live by yourself or you live with somebody else, and you are mobility impaired, make sure that the pathways that you have to getting out are as clean as possible to allow you to get out. If not, then you might have to shelter in place where you are. And remember, if you can't get out, try and shut the door to isolate the fire and smoke from where you are. So, and again, try and get to a window or an outside area to notify us so we can see you. So if you discover a fire in the where you are, or if you have an emergency, please try and evacuate all people that you can. Confine the fire if possible. Remember, shut the door to the area. That'll keep it from getting to moving past that area. Alert. So please call 911. And then if you have an opportunity and you have a fire extinguisher and you know how to use it, we ask that if you can do it safely. If it's a small little fire, like a trash fire or something like that, and you can put it out, we're saying that you please try that. If that doesn't work, you don't feel comfortable, then just get out and we'll take care of the issue when we get there. And we also teach a fire extinguisher class as well. Any type of severe weather that we have here in Plano, if the sirens go off or any type of weather event, we ask that you move to the center of your home, if all possible, to bathrooms, someplace out of the way of windows. If you're going to the middle of the room and you can see a window in your location and there's a door between you and that window, please close it. So it keeps debris down from actually getting to the middle of the house or any type of stuff coming through. Like I said, seek shelter to the interior cores. Bathrooms are usually in the middle of buildings. Try and get to those if possible. And just like in school, for a lot of us in elementary school and stuff, when we had drills and stuff, interlock your fingers behind your neck and protect your head on the floor. One of the things we offer home fire and safety programs that we will come out. Like I said, our community outreach will visit your home and help identify any potential hazards and stress the importance of fire safety practices. We talk about the 8 steps for falls and fire prevention in your home. Some of the other programs that we have here in Plano that we've gotten donations from Atmos on our smoke alarm campaign. They've donated 250 smoke alarms to our campaign that we can come out and change out smoke alarms for you. We'd be more than happy to assist in changing out your batteries. So that's a program that we offer here in our division. Another thing we offer is we can talk about your kitchen safety, how to keep things away. And again, the file for lives containing very important information, kind of like Smart 911. This is, if you see down there in the bottom right, it's a little piece of paper that you fill out, and it's got a magnetic sleeve that you put on your refrigerator. All of Plano Fire know that if we go to a house and somebody's unable to help us with any information or somebody's unresponsive, that we send one of the firefighters over to the refrigerator to see if one of these is on there. That can also tell us information along with the Smart 911 information as well. These are going to be available online that you can fill out and print out as things change, but we can also send them to your house, or if we come out and do a safety program for you, we'd be more than happy to leave you some of those as well. Again, some of the programs that we offer here is we offer fire extinguisher training. So if you have your neighborhood groups and you would like fire extinguisher training, or if you would like hands-only CPR and AED training, we offer those classes as well. And we also offer them the second Monday of the month, every other month. And you can see that we post those on Facebook and Twitter, and they will be on the website as well, where you can sign up for those classes that we teach up here at Fire Administration. Like I said, we also do the home fire safety for seniors, house checks, safety checks for people, and again, the smoke alarm assistance. We also have some people that we get over there and there's certain things that we see in your home that we think that you might need, like handrails for your bathrooms, something like that to assist you with. We work with another company along with the city. It's called Handy Helpers and Plano Helpers. They come out and they'll help you install things, get things working. They do a little minor stuff as well, like help with electrical, plumbing, little things like that. So that's it about the fire department and some of the programs that we offer here. Again, we are updating our website. There'll be a lot of user-friendly things here soon once we get that fixed and up and running. I want to thank you for your time. Our information's down there. Anything that you ever need from us, you can call 972-941-7497 is our number to community outreach. You can also reach us at fireconerequest@plano.gov. And if it's a program you're looking for or something that we can help, we would love to help you. We're always here for you. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend and your good friend, Plano Police Department Officer Chris Boninas. I messed that up. Sorry, man. I messed it up.
Thank you.
Be honest, Chris. Be honest.
Like,
yes.
Be honest. Don't lie. Hey, well, first thing.
Thank you, sir.
First thing I need to do is give a big shout out thank you to Kristen Linscott and Bethany Ross for coordinating this event for us. And a super thank you to each of you taking your time to view this today. Now, the Plano Police Department mission statement is to provide outstanding police services in partnership with the community to maintain a safe environment that contributes to the quality of life. And we definitely have some services for our senior community. So I'd like to start with, to let you know that everything I'm going to show you today is going to come off of our website, planopolice.org. And the first program I want to speak of is the Take Me Home program. This is a program that's available to anyone who lives in the city of Plano, a resident that has trouble communicating, and it's aimed at individuals with autism, Down syndrome, or some type of developmental cognitive disabilities. But it's also a wonderful program for seniors that may suffer from dementia or Alzheimer's. So here's how you would, if we go to our website, planopolice.org, and then we're going to scroll down, and I'm going to scroll this for you so you can see where I'm going. And on this, let me get this thing active. Okay. Let's try now. So we're going to look for, scroll down till we get to where it says programs. Come on. Okay. It's a little slow on the take here. Here we go. So citizens programs. And then they're alphabetized. And right here where it says programs M through Z, we can click on the Take Me Home program. And here's where it has a description of the program, how it works, who it serves, and how you would enroll. And here's a step. You can click on this Take Me Home program application and fill out this application. We'll also need to get a photograph, and then we enter the person into our database. And that way, anyone, officer out on the streets who comes across an individual that's in this program, they can look that person up. And so that's a really wonderful program. So if there's someone that you think would be helped with that, please enroll them. We also do home security assessments, very much like the fire department coming out and helping you with fire safety needs. We come out and help you with security needs. Our home security safe assessment will walk through your property and show you how to make your residence more burglar resistant. Now, I know we can't make your house a burglar proof because whatever can be built can be broken into. But there's 3 things we can do that's helpful. We can make it more difficult, we can make it more time consuming, and we can make it noisier. And those things definitely do help. So for this, we're going to go back to the website. Again, we're going to be looking for city services. Let me see if this is going to cooperate. Okay, no. It switched over to the old one. Okay, so let me get us back to the beginning. Okay, so for this one is going to be under, be nice. Okay, under services. And under services, if we scroll down, I wonder if they did put it, maybe they didn't put it. Yeah, we go, home security assessment. And the shortcut for this is you could just call our crime prevention unit number and we can coordinate this with you. But this is where you can read about information about what this service is all about. And again, here's the number here at the bottom.
We're not seeing the same screen that you are, I don't think.
Okay,
Officer
sorry.
Blanes.
Let me.
Sorry.
Okay, let me publish it and then you'll be able to see it. So let me scroll.
There you
back.
go.
I'm going
Thank you.
to back up then since I realized now you didn't see it. Okay. So from the home screen, if you will slide down, I forgot I've got a special little thing. I've got to push the, the button that tells you to. Okay. So under services, then you scroll down and you're looking for a home security assessment. And once that loads, at the bottom, this is the phone number you can call. And we will get that coordinated with you. So that is a good service. It's free for anyone. We do it also at the multifamily businesses or the apartments as well. Another program we have is the community camera program. This is a really vital camera. And by the way, as far as cameras, people ask, do we recommend cameras? Absolutely. Cameras, not only good crime, give us good information to be able to solve crimes, but it's also a crime deterrent. You have probably seen those videos where someone's going and thinking about breaking into a house and they see the camera and they go, you know, no, there's a camera. So they're good crime deterrents and they also help us solve crimes. And so if you don't have those doorbell cameras and you have it in the budget, we recommend it. If you do have that, we want you to register your camera. And so you can go to the website and look for the camera program and get that registered. So that's a good thing. I'm trying to see why this is going the wrong direction. Okay. National Night Out is a thing that we do. We have a neighborhood crime watch, which is know your neighbors, report suspicious activity. And then the first Tuesday in August, we have National Night Out. And National Night Out is where we have block parties all over the city. So if you have a crime watch meeting, or I'm sorry, a crime watch group, and they're doing National Night Out, please go on out, turn on your light, go out, meet your neighbors, and give a going away party to crime and drugs. So that's a good thing to get involved in. We also have informational brochures that you can access. And to show you where that's located, we're going to go back to the website. And so from the home screen, hopefully this will work this time. You should be seeing the home screen of the police department again. And let me load this so I can scroll it. Okay, well, I don't know why I didn't realize this goes back to the last thing. So even though it's a different screen. Okay, so we're going to scroll down. And this time we're looking for publications and forms. When you click on that, then you see police brochures. You can click on police brochures and you'll notice there's personal safety, financial, home, property. Let me scroll up so you can see this again. Drug information, police services. So for example, under personal, let's go under financial, home. Okay, so here's different brochures that you can click on. You can download them. There's, let's say take a look at this vehicle burglaries. Oh, this one's actually in Chinese. So for people who speak Mandarin, you can click on any of these. You can download any of these different things. And since it's going to do this to me next time. I'm going to go and set it up. Another thing that we offer is seminars. So we can come to where people gather and provide educational safety seminars. We do programs on personal safety, property safety, identity theft, frauds, and scams. One of the most requested programs that we offer right now is the CRAZE program, or the citizens or the civilian response to active shooter events. After what happened at the Allen outlet malls, you can imagine how many calls we got. So this is probably our most requested, but we also have the other programs that we do. And so we can do them at businesses, associations, HOA meetings, and we also offer them in the public. So we partnered with the Plano Public Library, and we offer a series of programs, and we'll continue to do so. They've been a very invaluable partner. So thank you for that. And we hope you can join us. They're free and there's no registration required. Just show up for those. And let's take a look at where you can look at the different seminars. So we're going to go back to the website, and let me make sure it's active and rolling. Okay. So under this, I'm thinking this is going to be under, let me see, it could be under.
Officer Chris, we're not seeing it.
Okay, you should be.
Now we are.
Okay. So let me see if this one, I'm thinking it possibly could be under services. Let me see if it is. I may have misspoke, but come on. Got a slow delay here. Okay, under services. Well, I'm not seeing it. Did I miss it? Anybody see it over when I was looking at programs? Let's try this again. There's a delay in my mouse rolling. Okay, here we go. Back to citizens programs. This is where I would expect to find it.
Crime prevention.
Let's see. There's the camera program.
We did put the link in the chat.
Okay. What does it say in the link after?
It says crime prevention unit seminars with some dashes.
Okay. Well, if we scroll up, that one I talked about called CRAZE, here's seminars for the active shooter response. That's one we want to make sure nobody missed. Let's see if it's under its own category. Nope. People have asked me before a lot, hey, if we got a traffic complaint, what can we do? And here's under traffic safety. That's a good place if you've got like a car that just keeps racing by, running the stop signs and things like that. You can go over here and traffic enforcement request. It says fill out a traffic enforcement request form, and you can click on that link and then fill out this form and describe what is the problem and when is it occurring, that type of thing. And then the traffic unit will come out and start to work that complaint so we can get to some relief from that. Another thing you can do in terms of requesting a speaker, there's a form that you can fill out online. Again, you could contact the Plano Police Department Crime Prevention Unit, and we can help you to coordinate that. Let me move this forward. Okay, another thing that we have that a lot of the seniors take advantage of is the Citizens Police Academy. We have registration open right now. This is a 12-week program on Thursday nights. And thanks that we have the ability to record our favorite shows so you don't have to miss anything. But it's Thursday nights from 7 to 10 p.m. And then there's one Saturday. On Saturday's drive day, you actually get an opportunity to get in a Plano police car in the driver's seat and race it around the track for time. You have 3 timed runs, and the third one, you get to go lights and sirens. It's a lot of fun. You also have a night where you have a shoot, don't shoot night where you're provided a pistol that shoots blanks, and you have to walk into a scenario and make a split-second decision whether to shoot or not shoot. I've never had anybody say, I shouldn't have done that. They always say, this was great. What am I going to do on Thursday? So it's free to the public, and you can find that again on the website. I'll show you where that's going to be located. That's going to be under the Citizens Programs link again. So hopefully you're seeing that. And we'll roll up here. We're going to go back to Citizen Programs. alphabetized right here. Citizens Police. Oops, let me get back here. Oh boy, that's not, let me backtrack. I got a delay in my camera, delay in my mouse here. Okay, Citizens Police Academy. And then here's a description of the academy, the different things you're going to learn during it. And then here is the registration for our current one that's going to be starting here in August. And there's an application. You fill it out online, and it requires a background check. And we would love to have you join us. Again, it's free. It's a 12-week program for people who live or work in Plano. And after people complete that, then they have an opportunity to do volunteers with the police department. You may have seen some of our citizens assisting Plano Police driving the trucks around, or the SUVs, issuing citations for handicap parking. And there's a lot of other opportunities, like at the Balloon Festival, where they work with us at maybe the kids booth and register kids. So if they get separated from the parents, we can get them back safely. So it's really a fun program. And those are some of the few programs that we have. And that website, if you want to look at more things about the volunteers, is also in that link handout that will be provided for you. And this is their website, where they've got information about things that they do in helping the Plano Police Department. And so with that, that is, again, the phone number is right here on the screen. It's 972-941-2431. And Bethany, if you could put that in the chat for people, 972-941-2431. You could call us for any of these services. And with that, I think it's about time they're going to get to the questions. So I'm going to turn control of this back to Miss Bethany Ross.
Thank you, Officer Chris.
You bet.
Before we do the final portion of our presentations today, I also wanted to thank all of our fantastic presenters from the city of Plano. Thank you so much for sharing that really amazing information. Thank you all for joining us. We do have a couple of questions. Presenters, if you can look in the Q&A, I'm not sure who this one should be directed to. Someone is asking about bobcats and coyotes, and who they should contact if they have concerns. I'm thinking animal services, animal control.
Mm-hmm.
So you can find the webpage for animal control on the city's website. So let me, and I am, yes, let me put that in right now.
We also had a question of the non-emergency 911. Susan, if you wouldn't mind putting that in the chat.
I think she did.
I'll put it in the chat for everyone to see.
Awesome, thank you. And someone had early on asked about copies of the presentations, and we did want to let you know that you should receive an email in the next couple days that will have a link to a survey about this program and other library programs. We'd love to hear your feedback. It will also have a link to a folder that will include all of these handouts, all the information from our presentation. So let me come back online. I did also want to let you know that we've been putting links into the chat, and you should be able to save the chat if you click on the chat and click on the three little dots next to it and say save chat. And lastly, before I get started, Officer Chris, someone had asked about the National Night Out. They said, I thought it was the first Thursday in October.
Oh, that's, that is absolutely correct. I was thinking, that seems like it's coming too fast. Yeah, it used to be in August. That person is correct. Forget about that August reference. It is October.
Well, they were paying attention. So very good. All right. Thank you all again. I'm just going to.
Excuse me, Bethany,
Yes.
sorry, we got one more question that just came in.
Oh, sure.
For Officer Bianis, how can we contract for cafeteria cops for our elementary school?
Man, you don't want to miss that. And you want to do that soon. Same way, you can call 972-941-2437, or yeah, it's probably the best way. And then we can get you scheduled. You can also send me an email, christopherb@plano.gov, and I can get it over to the person who coordinates that.
All right. Just want to make sure we've got all the questions. Looks like we did, although if you have further questions, feel free to put them in the chat or the Q&A and we will get to them. But just a little bit about the programs and services that the library offers to older adults. Hey, you can meet new friends or connect in a new way with those around you by joining Connecting Seniors or a library book club. Drop into Connecting Seniors, an online and in-person program for people to come together, share life experiences, stories, and memories, and just have fun and learn more about the library. So upcoming topics include Life's Journey on August 3rd. So hope to see you there. Have a lively conversation at one of the library's online book clubs. Whatever your reading preference, there is a book club to match it and people interested to hear your thoughts. The Plano Public Library offers a program called Memory Keepers for people living with early stages of dementia or Alzheimer's and their care partners. Memory Keepers is a monthly online conversational program for people and their care partners to explore and conserve memories together. The aim of the program is to give people living with dementia or Alzheimer's a comfortable space to express their feelings, interact with others, remember the past, express their personality, and reduce anxiety and restlessness. And Memory Keepers meets virtually on the third Monday of the month at 10:30 a.m. Excited to share about all the programs for adults and children that we offer. Learning something new is a great way to expand your social circle and engage with others. We offer programs and classes on a variety of topics for all ages. These programs and classes don't require a library card. You can participate via Zoom for some of them. Some of them are recorded and you can watch them on our YouTube channel, or you can take part in in-person classes at your nearest library. Learn about personal finance, starting a small business, pick up skills in Microsoft Word or Excel, or find out how you can check out books, audiobooks, and magazines using the Libby app on your tablet, phone, or computer. I'm really excited to share about our older adult bags. These are bags that can be checked out, and they encourage conversation and engagement between older adults with signs of dementia or Alzheimer's. Those are our sensory bags. We also have reminisce bags, and these are great for anyone. These are meant to spark conversation and social engagement through themed items and activities. And as you can see, there's many different interesting topics that they're based on. So you can check those out at any Plano Public Library. Find out more about all that we offer at the Plano Library Learns blog, which posts engaging content and resources about arts and culture, early learning, STEAM, technology, and reading. Visit the blog for articles, recommendations, and reading lists, and learn more about our online programs, classes, and book clubs. You can also connect with us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram to receive daily information about what's going on at the library. And I encourage you to sign up to receive Sage, a monthly e-newsletter aimed at older adults. It covers services and programs provided by the City of Plano, including the library. And you can also sign up for Check It Out, the library's monthly e-newsletter featuring news and updates about the Plano libraries. There are so many ways to stay social at the library right from the comfort of your own home. Lots of virtual programs, online classes, and the library blog. And I wanted to encourage you to come to our final Living Well program, which is on August 8th, same day and time, Tuesday at 11. It's Stay Healthy and Active, and it's presented by the Wellness Center for Older Adults and the City of Plano's Parks and Recreation Department. Please listen and subscribe to the Plano Library Speaks podcast. Just another great way for you to keep in touch with the library. And again, thank you so much for attending this presentation and for attending the Living Well program series. Thanks to all our presenters. Look for your email later in the week with the links to the survey and to handouts. If you have questions, please contact me at bross@plano.gov.
Bethany,
everyone.
great job. Thank you, Kristen. The library rocks. Woo!
Thanks all. Have a great day.
Good job, Miss Bethany.
Thanks, everyone.
I know Kristen will concur with that. Huh,
You're
Kristen?
you're the best. So kind and so thoughtful. Thank you, Officer Vianis, and Bethany was fantastic. Absolutely. Thank you, Maricel. Stephanie, great job, all of you. I don't know who else is still on. I think that's it.
Yeah, when she started, I thought I had to look up to see, is her mouth moving? Because it sounded like a recording of a radio spot. I said, is that Bethany? She gave us the online voice all of a sudden. Like, oh, Bethany. Great job. Thanks.
Very
Thanks,
well
everyone.
done.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.